r/Askreddit by Reddit and chill. Redditors who have followed through in finding hot MILFs in your area. What happened? If this question had said serious replies only, there would be absolutely no replies. The golden rule. Never let your MILF thing get serious. He was just playing by the rules all the way. Expectation. Hot MILF. Reality. New computer. Happened to me too. The MILF was ugly as duck, so I just stole her computer. My ads are more realistic. Glance at a mildly attractive bus driver in your area. Motorists I'd like to duck. Alanis Morissette is on tour this summer. You want single MILFs that need to get rid of some angst? Then this it. I'm gonna be all over it. This guy knows. I had an ad pop up that said there was a horny slut ready to duck in my area less than 5 meters from me. I very slowly turned around to make sure she wasn't standing in the doorway just watching me. I think it was meant to say 5 kilometers. Maybe she was under the bed. Or in a closet. You better go look. She might still be there. My computer and I got matching viruses. 10/10 would find hot MILFs again. I gave my C card to lose my V card. The odds are good, but the goods are odd. Yep. A buddy of mine doesn't set an age range on Tinder and isn't picky. He hooks up with lonely older women occasionally. Anyone can get laid if you set your standards low enough. I went to their houses and installed air conditioning. Now they are cool MILFs in my area. Thank you so much for your service. I work at a soda shop in a town with a bunch of attractive LDS moms who flirt with me in the drive-thru as they buy their Diet Cokes with lime and coconut. I've never seen so many tall blonde MILFs drive white Honda minivans. Sometimes come back to say they are visiting me. I don't know how to make the next move from there, but someday I will. Edit. Spelling. Edit 2. If I get fired, I'll let you guys know too. Here's what I'd do, but make sure you're really getting the come on. Or it could end your stellar career in soda. Next time a fangirl swings by. You. Hi, nice to see you again. Or, you're looking great today, mom. Be respectful. Huh? Yeah. You too. Any reply returning the compliment means it's game on. Hand her the soda. Then pull it away as she reaches out. Smile and say, "So, does a date for a soda sound fair to you?" A smile and steady eye contact is the name of the game here. Son. Don't worry if you get a nice smiley shut down. Let her go away and think about it. And judge her mood next time she shows up to gently tease her about you still waiting on her to change her mind. Be light and jokey. Not creepy and pushy if she says no a second time. Move on. You've done great just having the balls to ask. If you get it right, you'll be in like Flynn. Cos Confucius say. Faint heart never duck, fair lady. I didn't get ducked. But my computer did. Had to take it to the computer doctor for ESTD treatments. For the one I clicked. The M apparently stood for men. Me and Greg are happy now. r/Sedenlegay. It worked. I quickly acquired hundreds of women through the ads. Hiring. My friend did once. And it was a credit card scam. I guess the MILF was just gold digger. If you're old enough to have been online during the early Yahoo chat room days, before it became 95% bots, truly the glory days. ASL? Those websites are filled with spam bots pretending to be women. However, there actually are a few bored neglected housewives on the more legit ones. Mostly they just flirt with the idea of meeting up then flake, which I guess is not dissimilar to regular hookup site saps. But I did have an extended fling with a married woman that I met from one of those sites for a little while back in college. A bit homely, but I didn't care. I just wanted to get laid back then. She never wanted me to use protection. Which I stupidly obliged to. It was hot. Okay. But, surprise surprise. She got pregnant. I dipped. Of course. And the husband never found out as far as I'm aware. I still look her up on FB from time to time. The kid was of the special needs type. He's grown up now. And he actually uses Reddit under the username of the Laughing Joker or something cringy like that. True story. And I am sitting here on ePooper reading the longest I ducked your mum joke, wondering why I returned to this site and what I am doing with my life. All she wanted was a quick duck, and I wanted a long-term relationship with at least 13 children. Found Prince Andrew. I found her on Match.com. She's the single mother of 2 teenagers, close in age to my own kids. We've been dating for 8 months. And I will probably propose soon. Hey look, I found a nice one. Worked like a charm for me. The craziest part was that I live in the same area as your mom. Damn good one. No serious tag. Oof. Yeah, I guess that would have been a good idea. I was curious if anyone actually tried it myself and how the scam was set up. Very nice ladies. They just wanted someone to talk to. Janet bakes wonderful butterscotch cookies. All I found was some weird Indian guy in a warehouse. Me too. I met a nice Nigerian prince. We're still friends to this day. He even pays for my AIDS treatments with the money he stole from me. Friendship is far more important than money anyways. At first it seemed unbelievable. How could this many 40-something women be interested in sex with me? I could hardly believe my luck. But then it all started happening. Before I knew it, 5 hideous, dirty, filthy slups were fighting to suck me off. But why was that red-headed one putting on a strap-on dildo? Ladies, let's not get too. But before I could even get the word hasty out of my finger-filled mouth, a ghastly rubber contraption had been hastily shoved in that darkest of places. I never knew what such intense penetration would feel like. But in that moment I knew. I knew very well indeed. Before I could finish saying, wait just a blasted moment. These 3 brown-headed ladies were clambering to get their fists in my rectum. Wowie! I exclaimed in ecstasy. By the end of the night, they revealed to me that they had been men wearing wigs and dresses. Homeless men. From the smell of them, I wouldn't recommend the experience to anyone. But my goodness. This weekly routine has come to mean more to me than anything else in my life. I love you. Guys. Thank you for your sacrifice. Your rectum was not fisted in vain. The hot MILF in town ended up being my mom, and my friend was 3 steps ahead of me. Needless to say, I was grossed out and I straight up fled. Call me stepdaddy. I used to hook up with a MILF sort of. She was 10 years older than me. So cross between MILF and older friend's sister, which she was. Pretty awesome for NSA sex. There's not a whole lot of expectation that things could actually work out, and she was my friend's sister, so she wanted to keep things quiet, which was a plus for me. And she was a freak. Lonely divorcee that needed excitement and was down to try anything. The thing about the NSA is that they know all about you before you even start. Can't really tell. Since I use adblock. They are not interested anymore. I ended up marrying her. You've been warned. We did the deed as any lovers would. Long story short, she's my grandma now because I gave her to my dad's dad for Christmas this past year. Craigslist personals were the actual best for this. I used it in college and succeeded more than a few times. RIP. RIP? Hello FBI. I found the Craigslist killer. That's how I met your mother. If only the show ended that well. Ended up meeting my mum over an embarrassing cup of coffee in Starbucks. If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. I still get spam emails to this day. The entire thing is just data harvesting. Just coach Little League Soccer. Kind of related story. This former co-worker we used to have was a ducking goon that nobody liked. After work he went onto these sites on the work computer out back and wrote a slew of messages to seemingly girl he could PM. He would pretty much write the same-ish message every time. About how if they are looking for a boy, they're talking to the wrong person. Because he's a man who likes to duck. He also always wrote about going down on women and licking the sweet juices from them. As to how we found out, he forgot to X out of the window. Or log out. Or delete history. Any of it. So the owner came into work the next day and was crying laughing reading through the messages while we all gathered around. Afterward for a while we dubbed this guy the Juice Man for reasons stated before. but that's certainly the best attempt at a local meetup story I know of. So, younger 19-year-old me on Craigslist in 2008ish talked to some MILF who posted a post titled like, "Horny MILF for fun," and set up to go over to her place. Terrible idea. But horny F. I get there and go to the back porch as instructed. 50/50 chance I was gonna die or get laid. Go into the screen door and she's sitting there. Very drunk in shorts and a tank with no bra. She is thick. Big tits. Attractive dirty blonde hair. She gives me a beer and are chatting a bit. Apparently her son and his friends are in the basement playing games and listening to music cause all I could hear was Hoobastank and 3 Days Grace blaring. So we keep talking and then she gets on her knees and takes her top off and undoes my pants and just goes to town on me. I mean, it felt like she was trying to see if she could suffocate on penis. So, like any guy who has jerked off to belladonna porn, I began treating her face like a UFC opponent on the ground. After 10 or so minutes of that, she bent over and point blank said, "Just put it in my ass," to which I did. No lube. No nothing but a gallon of spit. I stuffed her like a Build-A-Bear for about 15 minutes, then finished in her. She got up, lit 2 cigs, never put any pants on. We smoked and chilled for a half hour. She asked to suck me off and I obliged. She finished, we said out goodbyes and she went in. Overall about an hour or so. I went home and played Halo 3. Let's just say I didn't need my other kidney. Found my 5th grade teacher, I think. It was not fun to see her like that. My 70-year-old uncle clicked on one of those meet single women in your area ads and then had to ask me for help on stopping all the pop-up porn pages on his phone. A 2-year-long relationship and some fond pages in my memory book. I misread the title of the ad. It was for Mormons and lovely furs. They were lovely. Found a hot MILF, not by clicking an ad. Went out a couple of times. Banged. Found out she was still married and living with her husband. Didn't want that reputation. Broke it off. Had casual sex with another one who was in the middle of a divorce. Both agreed to keep it casual. Broke it off because we were both catching the feels. Ducking. Like and subscribe.